Hello, my name is Hudson Chilton, and I'm the founder of Travel Notes. So we're going to be looking at two pieces of technology today from the perspective of your card holder. But before I start, let me introduce to you the general concept that makes everything possible that I'm about to show you. So Travel Notes automatically detects whenever your card holder purchases an airline ticket on their credit or debit card, and we extract the itinerary information from that transaction. So based on the itinerary information, we're able to do two pretty cool things for your card holder. First, we're able to automatically notify your fraud engine of your cardholder's travel plans whenever they purchase an airline ticket so that their card's not declined when they're traveling. The second is that we automatically help your cardholder secure compensation from their airline if they're impacted by a delayed, canceled, or overbooked flight. So let me walk you through this from the perspective of a cardholder within their mobile banking or mobile wallet. So here's the situation. You arrive at the airport, you fire up your mobile wallet to buy a quick bite to eat. So you're flying from JFK to London to one of your most important quarterly business reviews. So you have a pretty tight timeline. You're going to arrive at London at 7 o'clock in the morning. You're taking off at 10 o'clock tonight. So it's really important that you arrive on time. So you fire up your mobile banking application, you log in, grab a quick bite to eat. You check out your balances, which aren't very good, not surprisingly. But the first thing that pops off is that you see that your itinerary is already loaded into your mobile app. That's great. No more digging through emails or trying to download your airline's mobile application. So this is all powered by Travel Notes within your mobile application. You click through and you see your itinerary. You see that you're flying from JFK to London. Great. You're taking off at 10 o'clock tonight and you're arriving at 7 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So that gives you just enough time to jump on the tube, grab a quick bite to eat before kicking off an all-day meeting session. So you scroll down a little bit more and you see that there's no need to notify your bank of your travel plans because thanks to Travel Notes, we already know where you're headed and we're not going to decline you when you arrive in London. You also see that if your flight's delayed or canceled or overbooked, that will help you get compensation from your airline. You've never heard of that before, but hey, compensation for getting delayed or canceled, you're not complaining. So sure enough, a couple minutes later, you hear the British Airways employee come over to the announcement and say they expect a 3 to 4 hour delay due to technical issues. Great. Now you're going to miss your morning meetings. There's no way you're going to have breakfast. This is throwing off your whole schedule. But you get a push notification from your bank letting you know that your flight's delayed and that you could be eligible for compensation if you do end up arriving in London late. That's awesome. So not surprisingly, when you arrive the next morning, you are 3.5 hours late and you fire up your mobile wallet again, you fire up your phone again, and you immediately get a push notification powered by Travel Notes on behalf of your bank saying that you are entitled to $800 in compensation because your flight just landed 3.5 hours late. Even though you're going to miss the morning meetings, your day's starting to look a little bit better. So all you have to do is swipe through to your mobile banking app to get started. So you see, you're back in your mobile banking app, and you see that there's European Union air passenger laws that entitle you to $800 in compensation. So Travel Notes is partnered with folks who are experts at helping travelers secure compensation for delayed or canceled flights. And on behalf of your bank, we're going to help you fight for that $800 to be directly deposited back into your account. So you click through to your Get Compensation link that's powered by Travel Notes and our legal partners. So once you get here, all we're doing is confirming some information in order to get you the compensation back into your pocket. We already have all of your information on board because we partnered with your bank. So we already know some of your key information, such as your name. You can see that your name, your address is already populated in, so you're just confirming the information at this point in order to get that compensation back in your pocket. So you click through to continue, and this is only going to take a couple minutes, which is great. You can do it while you're deplaning. This is all branded as your bank, so it looks like you're interacting with your bank right now. So you can select the option whether or not you're traveling alone. In this case, I was traveling alone, so I'll select that option. Click through to continue, and we're on the second to last step now. So we've already populated your booking reference, which is essentially just letting us know what flight you were on. You can optionally tell us what happened or what type of trip it was. And now we're getting to the last step where you provide your signature, which gives our partners the ability to interact with the airline on your behalf to get the compensation back in your pocket. So you give a little virtual signature and you submit the claim, and you have an email waiting in your inbox letting you know that your claim was successfully submitted, summarizing it and letting you know when you're going to have the money directly deposited back into your account. If we go to the cover slide. In conclusion, let me just explain why this traveler got compensation for their delayed or canceled flight. So there's actually, as I alluded to earlier, there's legislation in Europe that dictates that you're entitled to a certain amount of compensation if your flight's delayed, canceled, or overbooked. 98% of the world does not know about this. So Travel Notes and our partners are bringing this mainstream through partnering with banks and distributing it through them as a white label service. In fact, there are about $5 billion in unclaimed funds every year that we're helping put back in your cardholders' wallets. So if you're here at Finovate as a banker, I'd love the opportunity to have a conversation with you about how Travel Notes can help improve your top of wallet position and also help fit into your strategic roadmap. If you're here at Finovate as an existing vendor with a portfolio of financial institutions, let's have a conversation about how we can create a partnership. And if you're here as an investor, I'd love the opportunity to introduce myself. But more importantly, what you just saw is really just the tip of the iceberg for Travel Notes. We're already working on several other very exciting offerings that we'd love to share with you. So stay tuned and welcome aboard.